In today's video, we're talking about procrastination. Hey guys, what up? Jeremy back again with another video, here to help you in your efforts to living the dream and making a profitable living, doing what you love, finding those pieces of your personality and those talents that you have, that you've learned, bringing them together so that you can actually go out and make an impact on the world. And today what I figured would be good to talk about is about procrastination, because there are so many perceptibly different places that procrastination can come from, and each of us have to overcome this in most of our days. And so if you're watching this and you're not a procrastinator at all, you never delay anything, skip to the next video, but hit subscribe so you get all of these tips about time management, high performance, and manifestation delivered straight to you. But if you're somebody who, just like me, admittedly, tends to delay doing things, typically the most important of things, or if you're somebody who doesn't feel like you're making as fast progress in your life, then definitely take heed to this video and keep on watching. Procrastination is one of those things that is a dream killer. It's truly one of those fundamental pieces of our lives, if we have a lot of it, that will keep us from getting to where we want to be and will keep us from tasting the result that we're going after. If you're watching this and you are somebody who is either on their purpose, you're on your purpose, or you're here trying to find it and you're trying to figure out what you were meant to do and how to bring that to this world. And in that journey, in that path, there become a lot of perceived roadblocks and obstacles along the way. And oftentimes when anything becomes important to us, and I've talked about this in previous videos where we go into the concepts of reality transurfing, we tend to make it important. We tend to put it on a pedestal. And so that becomes, we start to treat it special, and we end up causing a whole mess in our lives when it comes down to it, because we delay, it becomes super important, and we end up messing up the thing that we're doing, or the piece of the project that we're working on doesn't come out the way that we're wanting. And that's unfortunate, because I know that you are putting a lot of effort into your life, whether you're trying to get your grades up in school, or you're trying to get to that next promotion or the next pay bump, or you're trying to land that big bonus for the month, or you're starting your business and trying to get out of your day job, or maybe you can taste getting out of your day job, but you're not quite there yet. What I want for you to really be thinking about inside of here, and we're not just talking about our life's work in this video. We're not just talking about one area of our life, because we live holistic lives, and to take apart one part of that pie makes that pie not whole. So what we're really going to be looking at is all areas of our lives that we may be procrastinating in. One of the things that keeps us from making progress is we procrastinate on a lot of little things that don't matter. And so on the path to your purpose and to your end result, there becomes all of these obstacles that get in the way. We make them important, and we end up delaying making the decisions that get us further. Science shows that we only have enough sugar, chemical in our body, to process 2 to 3 major decisions in our day. And most people burn that before headed off to work, deciding what route they're gonna go, or where they're gonna stop for breakfast, or what they're gonna eat for breakfast. Whereas high performers really optimize their life so that they can minimize those decisions, that more decisions are already made for them. They make wider decisions so that they can just go about their life, create a routine, and they can save those decisions for the very important pieces of their projects or for their life. And so most people burn that, and there is a lot of uncertainty that comes along with finding your purpose and delivering and executing and living your purpose. There's people telling you what you should do, people telling you what you shouldn't do. There's all this advice, and there's uncertainty because you haven't walked down that path yet, and that's understandable. So what do we end up doing? We end up delaying a lot of little decisions, not only on that path, but from what I've seen with most students I've worked with, from most of my clients, is that we're also delaying a ton of little stuff in our lives. And all of this little stuff ends up piling up and up and up in your mind, weighing you down and keeping you from being able to even getting to a point to look at what decisions you need to make, let alone actually making those decisions. One of the things that I've recently taken from watching David Metzler, who is one of my favorite people right now to watch on YouTube, and to be following his journey and seeing the guests that he's interviewing, is that if it takes under 2 minutes, do it right now. And I had kind of done this a little bit in my life prior, mostly during networking, and I'll share these examples, or this example for you specifically. But if it takes less than 2 minutes, then do it right now. So for instance, let's say, in the past I've been at a coffee shop and I've met somebody, or maybe I'm meeting with somebody and they're bringing somebody to introduce me to. There becomes that moment when you kind of figure out how you can help each other. that you exchange information. And for most people, they wait on the follow-up. So that meeting ends, I met them, awesome. Maybe we agreed to some stuff. Maybe we talked about a further or next meeting. Maybe we talked about something I'm gonna send them as a resource. Maybe they said something they're gonna send me as a resource. Oftentimes when I wait to send the email that has those details inside of it, or when I delay, sending the text message of the other person's info that I need to connect them with, I end up just not doing it, or I do it so late and so long after that it doesn't carry that sort of weight and that kind of significance that it did in that moment. And so what I've learned to do in that moment is to instead to stop and pause, and like I said, I got this from David Metzler, is to stop and do that thing right now. Let me follow up with you right now and send that person's info, or that song I mentioned, or that book recommendation, or this website you gotta check out, or this lead magnet, or this thing I need from you. Let me send that right now. Let me not delay at all so that I can get this over to you, and so I don't have that weighing on me. And it might be awkward for a second while I'm saying, hey, real quick, I'm just gonna do that right now, because if not, I seriously say this, I'm gonna forget. So I just start doing it right then and there. Give me 1 second. Just like hold on real quick. I said it, boom, and now, because that meeting is now coming to an end, I can now go into the next part of my day with nothing weighing me down, with no decisions I need to make, with did I follow up with this person? Did they follow back up with me? None of that, because I went ahead and I took care of it right then and there. And so while that small little instance in my day or in your day may not have any correlation to anything else that you're doing or you're working on, there's this bucket that we have of decision-making power and energy, a budget that we have every single day, and we have to make sure to take care of it, and that gets invested, not spent, invested into the right things so that we can continue making progress. Because like I said, on the journey to living your purpose, on the journey to fulfilling on the thing that you are meant to be doing on walking God's beautiful green earth, there's a lot of uncertainty, because chances are there's no one who's done it the way you're thinking of doing it, or you don't know people who have done it just yet, because maybe where you're at in your journey, or maybe because you're doing something really unique. And while there's nothing new under the sun, you can remix things and put them together, which makes territories uncharted, which makes it harder to even decide to actually get back to it, let alone the small decisions that get made once you're back into that project, actually being productive and actually in that mode. So today's advice for you is to not let things pile up. Look at everything you're doing in your life as taking away from your decision-making power if you're not taking care of it right then and there. And take the advice that I've taken from David Metzler. If it's gonna be under 2 minutes, then do it right then and there. Sometimes I don't wanna sweep. Sometimes I don't wanna clean my counters here in the kitchen that I'm looking at right now. Sometimes I don't wanna record. Sometimes I don't wanna set up, but if it takes me under 2 minutes, I just get it done. And in these instances where I do, because I'm not perfect at all, in the instances where I do, things tend to work more smoothly, they tend to flow a little bit better, and I feel like I have more energy, I can rest better, as weird as that sounds, and I think that this will help you too. So, I want to hear from you now. This is your chance to chime in the comments below. Are you delaying a bunch of things in your life, or are you realizing right now that you're delaying a bunch of things, and are they weighing you down? If so, did this little 2-minute kind of drill or this 2-minute mindset help you to start thinking about how you can sort through it and maybe start taking care of some of these things that are wearing you down so that you can start making progress, so you can feel a little bit lighter, a little bit less weight on your shoulders, so that you can actually make progress and move in the direction that you are wanting? Leave a comment below and let me know if that's the case, and if you're excited to use this, or maybe any tools that you may have to help me out as I procrastinate. Hey, if this is the first time that you are here, welcome to my channel. My name's Jeremy, and every day, Monday through Friday, I put up videos to help you to live the dream and make a profitable living doing what you love. That means finding your purpose and delivering on it, executing on it, and actually getting paid to live your best life, to be yourself, and to do the things that give you energy and to make you excited. So if that sounds like you or somebody that you know, hit the subscribe button, and if you like this video, then be sure to hit that like button, because I would super appreciate it, and this helps these videos to get to more people who are just like you, who are wanting and needing this sort of information, who believe that self-development is really that key to progressing themselves and humanity like I do. If you liked this video, then I got something else that I know you're gonna love. Head to whatupjeremy.com/subscribe. This is where you can sign up for my 100% free, my 100% VIP only newsletter. This is where I send out some of my content before I actually hit publish for the rest of the world, and it's where I share some of my deepest insights and exclusive stuff that doesn't make it anywhere else. So if you want that, along with opportunities to connect with me for one-on-one one-on-one mentoring to consult you in your business or your personal brand or finding and delivering on your purpose, or for other resources, courses, and opportunities to win things like Best Self Journal giveaways that we do and merch and one-on-one calls with me, then be sure to head over to whatupjeremy.com/subscribe and get with the program. Thank you so much for watching this video. I can tell that you are somebody who is really trying to either deliver on their purpose or really find that, and I admire that more than anything else in this world. Again, my name's Jeremy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Merry Christmas Eve as I'm recording this, and happy holidays to those around the world. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Thank you.